So back in January, we was presented with the reps, and they told us that we'd have to have a mass meeting in the canteen, where we was presented a piece of paper basically saying that 50 people per depot would be facing losing between £6,000 to £8,000 a year, depending on your pay scale, and a further 30 which work alongside it's basically like a supporting role. They would also be facing losing £2,000. So naturally, as you can imagine, we was quite taken back by this, because I mean, what a way to start the year, losing money. I mean, nobody wants to lose money at the start of the year. I mean, especially with Christmas that's just gone by, a lot of people have been spending money on their kids and all other outgoings also. So we basically said that we're not accepting this deal that they've given us, which really, it was they made it out like it was a contract, but we all know a contract has to have your name and has to be dated on all this kind of stuff there. My nephew could have wrote this piece of paper. That's how plain it was, sort of thing. So again, we told them that we basically balloted. We all rejected the offer. That's when we decided to do a 3-day strike, which the union went through and got the okay ahead for us. We did that. 2 weeks later, we seen that there was actually no real improvement. Work was still getting done. And it basically made us look like we were the bad guys just standing outside of work, like we didn't really want to work. But the actual reason why we was striking was because we was facing to lose £8,000 a year, which roughly equates to £650 less in your wages monthly, which is more or less your rent money, your mortgage money, your money for your bills. So yeah, we weren't happy. So once we done the indefinite strike in March the 10th, I believe, that's when we're seeing that we was actually making some sort of an impact. And then you had a lot of news people trying to say that we was holding the city ransom. We weren't holding the city ransom at all. What we was trying to do is hold the council bosses accountable and say, look, we are worth the money. Look, there's 30 odd tons out there that get picked up weekly, but that's us, binmen. We've been doing that for I mean, I was one of the last full-timers that was taken, and that was over 6 years ago. So I've been doing the job for, well, 3 years agency, 6 years on full-time. So I've more or less been in the job for just under a decade. There's many people that have been in the same job for like 30 odd years. How can you expect them to take a pay cut, especially when they've got like mortgages and stuff like that to pay for? The banks are not going to be understanding that you've took an £8,000 cut. So yeah, we felt like, because our livelihoods were basically backed into a corner and our jobs were at stake also, we felt like we had no other reason but to strike.